That's so incredibly easy to disprove yourself. It's not difficult to do.
But there's a lot of information put out both sides that are very compelling in both their
No,
theories.
I've never
They're
heard a
not
single
they're
piece
not
of compelling evidence from the other side.
well. There's the drop of the Earth, the curvature. That's compelling.
What does that mean?
That if you look at it from a globe idea of what the Earth is and stuff like that, that it has to have a drop over a certain amount of time, and there has been experiments that has proven that wrong.
With refraction, sometimes you can see farther because the light bends over the curve. That's true, but
Oh,
that's only under special conditions. Like one of the famous ones they use is the picture of Chicago from the opposite side of Lake Michigan. But you, first of all, you can only see the tops of the tallest skyscrapers. Well, you can see about like half or so of the tallest skyscrapers. You can't see streetlights.
but
Um,
in but
but you
it
also, the biggest thing is that's
but
not that's not visible all the time. Even on clear days, it's not always visible. Those pictures are very hard to get because you have to have just the right conditions. If Earth were
so
really
what's
flat, there'd be nothing stopping Chicago from being visible every single day there are clear skies. So the idea that if the flat model is true, it must explain the vast majority of all observations, but it never
conversely
explains anything. They cherry pick and
conversely
Texas sharpshooter fallacy a couple of things under very weird conditions that shows something, but there's nothing consistent about it.
well, if it shows that that's not true all the time, okay, I'll give you that. I don't know that that's true because science is paid for by people, so I don't know that. Okay, but I know that it's shown that
Everything.
convert
What's not paid for by people?
there. It's all paid for by people. That's the point. It's
So
all
doubt.
paid for.
So should we just doubt every claim?
Absolutely, that is the
Okay. Well, you
that
should
is
be
the
skeptical about every claim,
definition of
but to
finding
doubt
truth.
every claim, that you
Yes.
can't function that way.
No, that's how you should function. You know what my number one rule in life is?
I don't know.
Never take the word of someone who stands to profit from you believing it, which is what science kind of is these days.
Right, but
That's
the
number
what the
one rule.
scientific method does is it like I've never met anybody that doesn't think the scientific method is the best way to collect information and prove things.
No, well, I mean, you may never have met that, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't happen.
Well, what do you think?
I think there's a lot of powerful people in this world that want to
I didn't
control us.
ask you about people. I asked you, what
No,
do
no,
you
no.
think
You
is the
asked me what I
best
thought.
way to
You
collect
asked me what I
information
thought.
and learn things
Wait, no,
about the
you
natural
asked me what
world?
I thought. You asked me what I thought, and I was explaining it, and you cut me off, which means that
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
not.
because you're
You're not.
conflating I don't trust
Oh,
scientists with the scientific method.
no, I
And
don't
that's not my
trust
question.
anybody. I don't trust anybody who tells people how to think. I don't do that, and that's the smart way to be.
You don't even believe that.
Oh, I do believe that.
Do
I
you
don't
want
trust
to live in
anybody.
a world where everybody thinks in their own way and we have no connectivity, we share no values, we have 8 billion
Well, okay,
different
okay.
epistemologies?
Well, wait a second. Wait a second. If you think that,
You would
then when
not want to
Columbus,
live in
no,
that
no, no.
world.
If you think that, then when Columbus said, "Hey, the ship's going over the sunrise," that was not the mind. That was not the majority think at that point. So what are you saying?
I have no clue what you just said. Columbus didn't
Columbus.
think the earth was flat.
No, Columbus thought the Earth was round, and that's why
So
he
did
did what he.
everybody else in his
But,
time.
but no, no, no. At that time, everybody thought the Earth was flat.
That's absolutely not true.
Okay,
There is
okay.
no the shape of the earth was
I'm going off what
demonstrated
I'm, Pure science is said.
2,000 years before Columbus.
Did,
Well, not the
did
shape
we?
of it, but like the size of it. But
Well, I was talking about the shape, not the size. You were talking about the size. I'm talking about the
yeah,
shape.
but you can't
You understand what I'm
calculate.
saying?
You can't calculate the circumference of a flat Earth.
You can't calculate the circumference of a round Earth
Yes, you can.
if there's not drop that is consistent. Which
you
you already
really
said.
only need to look at the shadows in two places.
No. You said it's not consistent because on certain days
I've done the math. It's not consistent. I can pull up the math right now. I literally I actually did this yesterday.
A better question: who came up with the math? Who came up with the math? Because that's important.
You can do the math yourself.
No. Who came up with the math?
Euclid? I don't know what that question means. You can do the math yourself.
Who came up with the math? You say you don't know.
This isn't a type of math that we this isn't the Krabby Patty secret formula. It's just it's trigonometry. Okay? Now if you think that Euclid or something was a Jew NASA shill, then I don't know how to have a conversation with you. But this isn't math according to anybody. You can do this yourself.
Answer the question. Are you a trigonometrist? Yes or no?
Nobody is a trigonometrist.
Yes, they are. It's called a trigonometrist for a reason. They are. Yes, they are. What are you talking about, dude? You're weird, man. I'm not trying to be rude.
That's not a thing. There's no such thing as a trigonometrist. There are mathematicians.
Mm-hmm. So nobody is specialized in trigonometry. Is that what you're saying?
I really don't think so.
So there's
geometry. There are different types of geometry.
There's no professor.
Non-Euclidean geometry only about 150 years ago.
There's no professor or teacher that teaches trigonometry, which means that they are
specialization in mathematics writ large. Trigonometry is something you learn.
Classes.
Unlike biology and chemistry although there's tons of overlap, they're
is there a
because
class?
I'm going to keep talking over you. One deals with organisms and one deals with molecules and compounds.
Dude, what is wrong with you?
One is one.
Like you.
Regardless of whether you're doing calculus or trig. And he left. That's actually extremely frustrating because there was so much more that we needed to talk about.